Welcome back to Boostly. As you know, my name is Mark Simpson and I give hosts just like you the tools, the tactics and the training to get more direct bookings. Now, today's lesson, video, podcast, wherever you're tuning in from, is a little bit different from the norm because I went and interviewed one of the world's leading Airbnb experts, Mr. Daniel Rusteen of Optimize My B&B. He did a session for the Team Boostly members and it was so good. I wanted to pull little extracts out and share it with you so you can look to implement the tactics and training into Airbnb. Now, even though this is obviously a direct booking podcast, this is not an advice that I give is where I'm saying, listen, just go and leave them all, because you have to make them work for you, not the other way around. They spend so much money on advertising costs and marketing spend that you have to be visible on them. There's so many things that you can be doing afterwards to convert them into a direct booking. But for now, what I want for you to do is to utilize these tips that we're going to share with you on Airbnb and how you can put them into practice. So this is one of the many episodes I'm going to be putting out over the course of the next few days. And I just want you to sit back, relax, and make note and put into practice. Before we get started, I want to say thank you to our hosts, which is Uplisting. Uplisting is a fantastic PMS. With what we do with Boostly websites, we've got over 500 clients. So we pretty much have worked with every PMS solution that is out there at the moment. And Uplisting is one of the best. You can go and find out more by going to boostly.co.uk/uplisting. Their guarantee is that you will never get a double booking, which is great. It will link you to Airbnb, it will link you to Verbo, Booking.com and the rest. It will do a lot of the work for you. It will make your life as a host so much easier. So thank you to Uplisting. Now, next, you're going to go zoom straight into our session that we did with Mr. Daniel Rusteen from Optimize My B&B. As always, I'd love to get your feedback. So let's jump straight in.
The 10th review. The 10th review is something that separates the good from the great hosts. Now, the 10th review on Airbnb is important because Airbnb guests give 5-star reviews to everyone. You always get a 5-star review. And so what some hosts think of is they think, all right, they've been hosting for 2 months and they had 9 prior reservations. They were all 5 stars. And then they get that 10th guest, that 10th reservation, and that guy is bad. He's a bad guest. He or she is a bad guest, causing problems. And the host thinks to themselves, well, I've had 9 guests and they gave me 5 stars. So I would like 5 stars from the 10th guest, but I don't like them. And my pride is at stake here. So they can go F off. And what happens is that host gives you a 4-star or a 3-star review. And that's what separates the good from the great host, because you're always getting 5-star reviews. So that 10th review is actually the only review that matters. Hope that makes sense. Additionally, there's a secret review button that the guests see that the hosts do not see. And I have a video, if you haven't stayed as a guest, I have a video on my YouTube. Actually, I think it's on my personal YouTube. When a guest goes to review your listing, they give you 5 stars or whatever stars they want. And then the next one says, which is hidden to the host, hey, did this, it's 5 settings. Did this like wildly beat your expectations? Did it beat your expectations? Was it average, below average? And that is really what matters. The stars don't actually matter, in my opinion. The stars have very little effect on your search rank. It's the expectations. The point of Airbnb is setting the guest expectations.